Hello guys, well, as the title of this video suggests, I used to work at GREGGS. I worked there for near enough 6 years. And I worked in 2 shops. I worked in one in my local town centre for about 3 months. Then I moved to another shop for the rest of the time. Let's get a bit into this. Well, first of all, I used to work like serving the food. I was at, well, I'm going to say serving the, just my camera. Serving the food. I hated that bit. I was alright in lunchtime, I would say. I was alright if I was just doing coffees or something. But breakfast, that bit was an absolute nightmare. Lunchtime is alright. Breakfast, I hated that. There was a load of rules that were too hard to remember. About what you could do, what you couldn't do, how you had to serve a bacon sandwich or egg or something like that, like you were vegetarian reasons. But yeah, after that, I much prefer this task. If ever was an easy job in GREGGS, I had it. It was basically, they gave me a job of sweeping up crumbs and filling pop and emptying bins at another store, which probably people watching this video probably used to see me in there. Obviously I left about a year ago now, if I've not already said that. But yeah, sweeping up crumbs, I never complained about that. Yeah, I got sick of the sight of them after nearly enough 6 years, but it was something to keep me going. And of course, sweeping up crumbs, going down the cafe, I'd have good banter with some of the regular punters. And there was this old couple who were really friendly. Well, there was a few friendly old couples used to come in the shop, but these ones in particular got us all a Christmas present, which was really blessing of them. I'll go on to some of the cons now, because then of course there is many pros. And the way I look at it, working at GREGGS, wouldn't say it was a bad experience at all. I enjoyed the majority of my 6 years there. First con, which I absolutely hated, was the uniform. I absolutely hated it, the GREGGS uniform. And worse was, well now thankfully, as soon as I left they started to allow it. In the summer they now allow you to wear their own branded shorts. The worst bit was the uniform is black, and on a hot day, and particularly it was these windows that go round and clean nearby, you get absolute sweating. And I wasn't like it was a relaxing uniform for which moving about for them is easy. It's like polo shirt was quite thick, and the trousers were like jeans kind of things. And the aircon in the shop I worked in was terrible. But what I preferred better than the uniform, at Christmas I used to wear a turkey hat. I'd say I'd go to work with a turkey on my head. I probably told you some things about that in videos many years back. I'm sure I did actually. And I used to have jokes of the customer. The customer said to me, "What time you going in the oven, mate?" I was like, 6 p.m. So every time someone made a compliment about it, I was like, well, if the right people, of course, so I wouldn't fall for the fact I was putting a hat in an oven. I'd say, I'm going in the oven at 6 p.m, I would say. I'd only crack that joke if the right people. Now, another con is if you're working of serving the food, some of the customers are like really picky. They'd be like, oh, can I have a hot one, please? And normally the answers be, but some would only be so hot, depending on how long they'd been out the oven. And another one was, what was really annoying was when you'd fill the pop fridge. I even used to move more of the colder ones to the front, particularly through the summer. People would start messing it up and going for a back for to get themselves one. That was really frustrating. Another question what was quite annoying. A lot of people didn't know how to get the milk out the jug. And this is what you do. Right, the jug is like this shape. So it like has a bit of a bend in it. If wasn't enough in, it would like jam in that bit and not get to the spout. What you have to do, funnily enough, because it was so funny, I actually enjoyed this bit because I always used to have a laugh about it. You've got to like give the milk jug a proper good tip, so it all comes out as like so it doesn't jam in. And of course, this is just dealing with customers. Unfortunately, some would be so considerable to the fact there would be queues back a mile, and they'd be like, get to the queue. Oh, can you make up one of these sandwiches, please? When there's already enough to do. Me personally, if I never worked at GREGGS, I wouldn't know they actually made the sandwiches up themselves. I'd believe they've got delivered on the delivery. And another con about the place is, well, thank God I was a boy, because I think I would have never have stayed anywhere near this long if I was a girl. There's a load of stupid rules. Girls aren't allowed nails. Well, they're not allowed fake nails, fake lashes. They have to have the hair tied back. And thank God I'm a boy, so I don't know what the rest of the rules could be. And some of the pros. Do you get discounts? Yes, you do. You used to be able to buy coffees for 83p, and you get a free coffee on your shift. But I never used to have my free coffee on my shift because when you're moving about constantly for hours on end, I prefer cold drinks, so it never really appealed to me. And the food as well, when I had to clean up its mess, the last thing I'd ever wanted to do was eat it. One of the other pros was working there was quite a good laugh. I was the only boy working there for about 8 months at one point, and there was a point where I felt a bit uncomfortable at first, or a bit like on the wrong side of stuff, but I got used to it. And then when they all looked after me and set me well, but I was only for about 8 months. Well, technically only 8 months. I kind of felt like I was the only boy for about 4 years because a load used to work more at the time as I wasn't in, like due to fitting around the college and stuff. And actually, if you're watching this video wanting a job at GREGGS, ideally, in my opinion, I wouldn't say if it's a job to fit around college or uni, I wouldn't really recommend it because it's a bit intense. It's not really. Ideally, something more chill you would want, like selling clothes or something, or well, something more chilled because working at Greggs is not really chilled at all. Except the job I had, that was about it. But I was lucky to get that job, and I'm still thankful of it. And this is a question which is probably more of a con than a pro. I always used to get people ask me, "Oh, you work at Greggs? Yeah? You get to take leftover home and leftover food, dear?" I was like, "No, we don't get to take home the leftover food." I was glad about that because I'd probably not even want to eat it anyway. And I'll probably just get sick of it too easy. Yeah, you sometimes got free food, like as in tasters, which is a pro. Like every time we'd have something, every time we'd have something new, we got tasters of it, like before it actually got launched, or like on the day it was getting launched or something like that, we got tasters of it. But yeah, the leftover food, some of it went to a charity, but like the food waste went away to make pet food. And the final pro was, and this is probably the biggest pro I can talk about, when it was COVID, I got 14 months off. Get in. Oh, and some other madness I'm going to have to mention for I end this video. Because of me laugh, they always used to call me Jimmy behind the scenes, because they say I laugh like Jimmy Carr. Well anyhow guys, I'll leave this video to end. Now if anyone's got any questions, just ask them in the comment section. I'll happily answer them for you. Please remember to like, subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.